Greetings, everybody. It is Wednesday night. It is AEW Dynamite Watch-Along night. My name is Big Bad Boris. We will be getting started in just a few minutes. So everybody sit tight and get ready for another edition of AEW Dynamite. We've got some Continental Classic action, and I think the Dynamite Diamond Ring or whatever the hell that thing is. That's all coming up. So stick around, and we're going to be getting started right away here. Thank you very much for tuning in, and it's almost go time. Good evening, good evening. It's time for AEW Watch Along with Boris. Dun, 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 dun.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.
The ring's all set, the lights are bright, so settle in, it's Wednesday night. With matches stacked, the action's prime. AEW was love, it's Dynamite time. And with Big Bad Boris, we're ready to roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll.
Yes, good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night. It is AEW Dynamite Watch-Along time. I am alone, but watch. With the wave of a magic wand. Magic wand. Oh, I'm bad at this, man. I am no longer alone. I'm joined by the lovely and talented Ophelia Payne. How the heck are you? It was a dicey ride home today in Edmonton, Alberta. We got the freezing rain. It's a death trap out there, so be safe if you're in your car watching this, which you shouldn't be because that just doesn't make any sense.
I saw that we had snow and then on top of it freezing rain, so that makes things not very good at all.
Yes, it was a crapshoot, but we made it home safe, and that's what's important. How are you doing? Working
doing
from
well,
home. I'm
thank
envious
you.
of you.
Oh yeah. It's I can't really complain about it, to be fair. So I am just trying to find the feed for Dynamite, so this is super fun.
We've got some Continental Classic action. We've got a Dynamite Diamond Ring thingamajigger, whatever that is all about, and some other stuff like that. Quickly, I want to plug this week on Saturday Night Live. I will be joined by the Wizard King Oren Veit, which I'm very excited to talk to him about some deathmatch wrestling, some baseball, some Michael Bublé, and whatever else we decide to get into. Plus, he has graciously. Oh wait, hang on! I can do things like this because
Michael Bublé. That's
it'll all get explained. It'll also. Oh, do I not have it? Oh, I do. He will also be joining the very, very select few to join the Saturday Night Love First Match Club. So that will be all very, very exciting. Tell us about Indiana Jones, the video game, or are you not allowed to?
I'm not allowed to.
Oh, man. All right,
I know. Unfortunately, NDAs are a thing. I can say that I'm playing it and to watch for my review once embargo lifts on Thursday night.
Oh, tell me about Miss Pac-Man.
She wears a cute bow.
It's just Pac-Man with a bow, right?
No, don't you say that.
It's not. It's different.
She's her own character.
Tell me about Tomb Raider.
What would you just leave these big open-ended questions? Like, tell me about.
I love open-ended questions. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Do you play any video games? I guess is the question I have for you.
I play old sports games, and I create my own person, and then I turn the difficulty all the way down and dominate, and it's fun. I know it's stupid, but I think everybody does it. They just don't want to admit it. But
you know what? I think difficulty settings exist for a reason, and use them if you want to. And if it makes your enjoyment that much better, go for it. I have no problem with easy difficulties.
I didn't have a console for years and years because, and then a certain person who will remain Sheikh Akbar Shabazz got a PS5 and gave me his PS4, and I promptly went to GameStop or whatever it's called now and bought old baseball and old hockey, and I play those. Boris Norris has 77 goals in 20 games. He's the greatest hockey player that ever existed, and it's just fun for me. It is what it is. I'm very much a supporter of use easy mode if it exists, especially someone like me who has to get through a video game to review it in a certain small amount of time. Just play it on easy. And quite frankly, life is hard enough, so sometimes things should be easy. All right, did you find your AEW feed? Are you ready to go? I have
it.
All right,
just in time. It's Wednesday. You know what that means.
We are ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a free Phoenix sign in the crowd. So
you're like, oh wow, you're a little bit ahead of me, but yes.
Okay, good to know.
For the record, this is season 6, episode 49 of AEW Dynamite. Again, I don't know how they determine that, but we're gonna recap some stuff here. Okay.
Probably good since I don't get to see Rampage or Collision. So that's usually what I rely on is the little bit of a recap here at the beginning of Dynamite to fill me in on what I missed.
Yeah, they added, I think, if I read correctly, and I might not have, I think Okada's wrestling on Rampage this week.
So
also, Juice Robinson out. And Commander in is what I'm understanding due to a broken ankle, leg, or some sort of bone.
I always think that's wild, though. It's like now Commander just gets a bye into the second round, I guess. Or I guess it's an overall point system,
right? The schedule is adjusted accordingly, apparently, is what I was told. Also, last night, Flames win, Oilers lose, both shutouts. Nana. Let me have this. Leave me alone.
Did you nana boo boo?
I'm very mature for my age. All right, the updated standings. Claudio, Will Ospreay, and Brody King all have 3 points. Everybody else has the big 0 in the Gold League. Our main event tonight, Brody King. Oh, that'll be good. Brody King and Claudio Castagnoli. Over on the blue thing, Kyle Fletcher has 3. Shelton Benjamin has 3. Daniel Garcia and Okada each have 1.
And we have Benjamin versus Fletcher tonight. Wow.
Shelty B. That's his Twitter
Shelty
handle. Or it
B.
used to be anyway. Man, you get to work from home. I'm jealous of that. Your life's like so much better than mine.
Don't be too jealous. Everyone
And you,
says
like-
that until you have to time management. Like, and I'm not good at that. Working from home is very hard sometimes because you're like, oh, I should, do the laundry or I should do this. And then every time you go to do something, you see something else that needs to be done. And next thing I'm like, I really need to actually work, like.
No, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but do you live by yourself?
Yes.
So how much laundry could you possibly have?
I mean, it's not the point that I have it, the fact that I see it and I'm just like, oh, I should do it. And it's my brain. My brain is very like, I want to do everything else other than what I'm supposed to do.
Fair. Okay, that's fair.
So, yeah.
Lashley, another flashy looking suit.
Mm-hmm. Man's got style. Cannot deny it. We kick it off with Benjamin versus Fletcher?
Yes,
Shit.
yes, we are.
Wow.
Did they say where they are this week?
They did, but I was too busy talking, to be fair.
I don't know where they are, but I know it is season 6, episode 49. Yeah, I'm excited about Saturday Night Love this week. I'm a big fan of Orange Bike. He did the old Drunken Toddlers podcast. So we actually kept in touch through Twitter DMs, talking baseball and stuff, and he agreed to come on. And we're going to watch his second match. I don't think he has his first match. And something that I've always wondered, because I'm a big deathmatch fan, is I always wonder, like, what sucks the most. So he doesn't know this, but I'm going to make a weapons bracket.
Oh my God.
of like this weapon versus this weapon, and we're going to like go through the bracket to get to like what sucks the most. I think I have a feeling I know what sucks the most, but I might be surprised.
Are you getting to rank them like tiers?
Yes.
Nice.
Well, it's going to be like a March Madness bracket thing,
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be like Thumbtacks versus Lego, which sucks more. And then that one will move on to the next round against Light Tubes versus Panes of Glass, which sucks more. I don't know if that's stupid, but it pops me. It makes me happy.
I think that would be fun, and it's your show, and it will be a fun conversation because you probably give really good examples. Looks like they're in Columbus.
Columbus, Georgia, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
British Columbus.
Oh no, we're in Fishers, Indiana.
Indiana. That's the land of the pluggers.
I'm assuming that's what IN is for, Indiana. My Canadian is showing.
Are the pluggos at this live event? I have not seen any pluggoisms on this. Maybe he is.
Pluggoisms.
That should be his Twitter. Pluggoisms.
Pluggoisms, yeah.
Oh, wait,
JPJ.
JPJ again. Why don't you come hang out instead of lurking in the chat like a lurking lurker? I don't know what that is. I'm also looking at filming a crib style video of World Headquarters because I added another accoutrement today, but this is an accoutrement that's right here, so you can't see it. But there's stuff all over here. I got neon signs over here. I know neon signs are very 14-year-old girl, but damn it, they make me happy. I got a beer mug one. It makes me happy.
So
and
you're
damn it, my happiness is
like
important.
Cheers, like a bar down in your basement.
Pardon me?
Are you like living in a bar down in your basement with like the big neon signs?
No. I wish that would be cool. No, this is as an extra bedroom. We threw the kids out. We got rid of kids. You know,
nice.
What the kids ever done for us? Oh, we have Don Callis. We should pay attention to the actual professional wrestling.
You're too busy showing off your stuff. That's fine.
I there is a lot of stuff going on here. I know it looks, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, that's like me too. I'm like, I got stuff, whatever.
Yeah, you got a lot going on those shelves. I can't really make it. Maybe if I like full screen myself, there, I can see what's going on there.
I'll have to send you photos. I'll be like, this is my office.
Lots of Funkos. I see a Yoda thing, looking
Yes.
thing, and somebody's holding a gun up in the air. It looks like.
Yes.
There's like Star Warsy guys behind you there. Darth something or other.
Darth Vader. Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. That reminds me, Darth Vader. When my second child was born, the currently existing children wanted to name him Darth Bacon, and I was like, you know what? That's not a bad name.
You want to what?
When many years ago, but when my second son was born, 15 years.
No,
15 years
I
ago,
heard the story. I'm just stuck on you wanted to call your kid Darth Bacon.
The previous kids who
Oh,
were
okay.
6 or 7. No, I didn't want to name him Darth Bacon. The 6 or 7, I believe they were around that time, wanted to name him Darth Bacon.
Ah, okay.
And like my first existing, we get Anna Jay and Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford's getting some TV matches. I think that's cool.
She is.
My knee-jerk reaction was that's a stupid name, but then I was like, you know what? He's going to look kind of badass when they're taking, roll call in kindergarten. Tina, are you here? Rod, are you here? Darth Bacon?
But is it Darth Bacon like, is it hyphenated or is it, would he also have a middle name or is Bacon his middle name?
You put way more thought into this than I have.
See, this is why I don't get much work done at home.
That's fair. That and laundry must take up a lot of your time.
It's just
we ended up naming him Owen, a living tribute, of course, to the late great Owen Hart.
So not Darth Owen.
Not
is it
Darth
Owen Bacon?
And it's funny because Pluggo has a son named Owen as well, which I did not know until we had met. And
Pluggo is Owen, and I share a birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a little bit older than him, though.
You don't look it.
Well, I mean, I would like to look more than like 10 or whatever he is. I don't even know if he's that old.
Do they give this 20 minutes? I think this goes minimum 20 minutes.
I think they're all listed as 20-minute time limits because there is points assigned for a draw, right? So
correct. That's why you're here, because I'm not smart.
I can fill in small amounts of details.
So you did a stream with JPJ recently. Which stream would that be? Was that strictly WWE?
We do the NXT Watch-Along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last night was the first one. We're going to do it weekly.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that NXT that I watched, that split day.
Oh, the one that we did both at the same time?
Yes, and I quite enjoyed, for the most part, Survivor Series as well. It's like it's making me want to start watching WWE again, but it's just such a time investment. I'm really excited about Saturday night's main event too, just because it gives me that warm, fuzzy. I guess they've already announced they're doing a second one the week before the Rumble. They're going to
Oh yeah, I saw that. They just announced it today, right?
Kyle Fletcher landing on your head, not the best longevity plan.
No, that would probably hurt. Well, we have pitcher and pitcher.
Yeah, I was going to say they went over the top, so I assume we're going to go to commercial.
You know when they're about to have that little pause.
And if you ever watch Botchamania, that's when all the good commentary happens, is during the picture-in-picture break. Because I think on Triller, for the international audience, they stay live.
They do.
And that's when Taz and them gets kind of silly. And
sometimes I watch those feeds and I'm just like, some of the things that are said, I'm like, this is fantastic. This needs to be on TV.
When I'm at work, I do the Taz singing the Jungle Boy theme song a lot. And people don't like it.
I mean, as long as you're having fun, you're not hurting anybody, right?
That's right. That's what I'm learning through extensive therapy, is do more of what makes you happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I wish I could say that was a joke, but it's kind of not.
I very much am of that mind. The older I get, the less I care what people think, and I just embrace my nerdy side, and whatever, it is what it is.
But like, your nerdy side has made you very successful, though. I think that's cool. Like, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I don't know you super well. Like we have a very surface friendship that we met at LPW shows. But like looking on the outside in, you look like you have the coolest shit going on. You like review video games for a living. Like that's would be to me in my brain. That'd be like me making a living doing commentary. Like that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And I very much got into gaming later in life and accidentally. So yeah. So
how do you accidentally get into gaming? Did you
well, I started gaming again in like 2007. So not that long ago, relatively speaking.
Okay.
And I went to an EB Games one day. I was going to pick up a new release video game and the store was packed. And when I got up to the till, the manager said to me, she said, "I'm so sorry. Like, we're short staffed, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "That's cool. I'm looking for a job," as I was at the time. I just moved to Edmonton and invited myself to an interview. And from that, I ended up being the manager of EB Games for multiple years. And then I got headhunted to Microsoft. And when Microsoft closed with the pandemic, someone found me on Twitter and liked my content and asked if I'd wanted to write for reviews for video games. So
no one's hunting my head. Like my head's here, hunt it.
I've always been a nerd, Eric. Just not as like letting my nerd flag fly nerdy.
I saw an interesting meme when I was cruising Reddit today because work was very, very slow. And it was something along the lines of, why do male video game characters have to wear so much armor when every female video game character just wears a chainmail bikini top and kicks everyone's ass? And I thought, you know what? That works on many levels. I understand what that meme is saying. And I was like, yeah.
I've seen a few where they talk about that, and it's all about whether the women want to have more armor and be covered up. But then I saw the reverse where the man wore like the chainmail bikini at the end of the comic, and I was like, that's hysterical, actually.
Is it I don't know how to word this.
Okay.
Because I've heard that very much female gamers, and I want to say the right things here, but like I've read it or heard and read in the past that like a lot of misogyny in video gaming and like female gamers would get treated very, very shabbily. Like in like, you know, because you guys play with the headsets and talk to people, and that's all like new shit to me. I played, you know, Super Mario Brothers in my basement when I was 10. Is it better now than it was, or is it still
that's a
C word, B word, C word, B word, or is it only if you beat them? Is everything fine until they lose, or am I not understanding?
It's actually worse if you win, to be fair, because that's when the slurs start. So usually I find the older I get, the more confident I am. So I don't really take a lot of shit from people. And I think if you just play the game and you have the right people in the game, you're fine. Some people still very much don't think women have a place in male-dominated hobbies.
But I don't... Maybe I'm progressive, but I don't know if there's such thing as a male-dominated hobby anymore. Like,
and that's the truth. I think there's very much a subset that disagree with that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Do you play a lot online with like strangers and talk to them, or no?
No, I don't like people.
So is most of this like through have you like through your social media, or?
I used to play online, so I do have personal experience with it. Because of what I do now, I play mostly single player games. I just don't have time to play the online stuff, and I usually only play online now with people I know. It's just a much safer, calming experience. Like, we can rage and have fun, but I don't have to hear just toxic nonsense. I also think that online safety is much more prevalent now. Like, that report button's right there. I can block you and report you pretty easy. So,
see, this is something that I learned, and I know we're completely ignoring AEW, and I apologize. But
I mean, to be fair, it's Fletcher versus Shell DB. But nobody knows that this is a banger.
But I took radio broadcasting at NATE when I was 40.
Mhm.
and because I wanted to go into radio, and I had the ability to go to school at that time, and that was what I wanted to do. And unfortunately, as soon as I was graduating, the pandemic hit and everything shut down, and it just never worked out for me. But my final project for my news course was this is when the Eskimos were still the Eskimos, and there was like the debate about changing the name. And we went and we talked to, a bunch of different people, and we talked to the head of Aboriginal Studies at NAIT, and yada, yada, yada. And the big thing that I took away from, and we did like an oral presentation, and I thought it was really weird because in my part of the presentation, I said that, I am a white male between ages 18 to 45. I've never had to worry about how I'm portrayed. And like the class laughed. And I think they were laughing just because I was like 40 in a class full of 20-year-olds. So I think it's just funny, the 40. But like, I thought that was a really nuanced point that like me being that white male, I've never had to worry about how I'm portrayed by a sports team or whatever. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a valid point.
I think sometimes that laughter comes from a place of nervous laughter. Like you're pointing out something that people don't want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I have a certain amount of privilege too. Yes, I'm a woman, but I'm a white woman. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So, I get, I have some things that I fight for and some things I've never had to fight for. So
JPJ, you can come live in my house. Yeah, see, that's how I kind of feel with the commentary thing. Like everybody's always is saying, "Oh, Boris, you're so good at this," but like, JPJ, I have my day job obviously because I have to, and I wish that talent would equal pay or opportunity or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if I'm good at what I do,
passion doesn't always pay the bills.
Exactly. Like if I'm good at what I do, which people say I am, I don't like to toot my own horn because it's just, I don't think it's a bad look. But like if I'm as good as what people are saying, it's unfortunate I'm not getting opportunities to do it more.
Yes.
As we watch Kyle Fletcher on the top rope, and we'll solve the world's problems. Well, Kyle Fletcher goes for the pin. Shelton Benjamin kicks out a 2. I was trying to figure out.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we're going to have a couple of draws in these, right? There's always at least a few draws in the Continental Classic. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one, since they're both sitting at a win apiece right now.
I'm all in favor of edgy TV without like being bad taste TV. And like, that's something that a company I think could do if it's done properly. Like a white privilege stable. Like there's a fine line between, compelling TV and bad taste. And sometimes it's hard to walk that line.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hello, Jason Kiesler. I like Jason Kiesler.
I also find too with a lot of this stuff on wrestling, sometimes that makes me cringe is like we talked about it last week. Why are the women fighting over a boy? Like, why is this a thing? Like, or why is that a stable based on race? Is that actually why they're together? Like, it's just, some of the stuff I just shake my head and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know the answer. It's just,
I think it's easy. It's lazy, but it works. See, no one's a fan of me. They're just fans of you. Do I have a fan? Jason Kiesler's my fan.
There you go.
JPJ's my fan.
You just need one.
Well, Kyle Fletcher cheated. And now Don Callis in his red wine-colored suit.
I got the memo. I wore the same color as Callis today.
Jason, I agree. Like if it's booked smartly and properly and not over the top bad taste, I think something like that could work. Oh, I got a fan. Look at that.
Look at
now
that.
I can start my OnlyFans because he's my only fan. Kyle Fletcher, he's getting the rocket, as the kids like to say, or strapping the rocket to him.
Oh, here, I guess we're going to talk about Jews.
What is the WWE pay-per-view calendar? Because I'm trying to figure out. Rumble's February 1st. Do they have?
Yes.
What's between then? Do they have anything? Or does Saturday Night
No.
Main Event sort of count as like a de facto sort of?
I would say that that's the bridge. I don't think we have anything. We don't have anything in January. Just the Rumble in February. That I know of. Let JPJ correct us.
He's the brains of the operation. I do like these kind of recaps. I think this is kind of cool to catch up on things.
Well, I mean, yes, it's easy to be like, oh, this was just last week, but also it was last week, and there's a lot of wrestling on TV. Like,
and with this style of tournament, there's so many matches too that it's easy to get across them. I did not see Raw. I heard nothing but interesting things about what happened with the New Day. I don't know what happened. Can somebody spoon feed explain to me what happened with the New Day on Raw?
So Kofi and Xavier came out. They looked like they were about to break up. It was their 10th anniversary. And then Big E comes out, which is probably the least best kept secret. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone knew he was going to be there.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to come out and basically smack their heads together like a dad and be like, you two, have so much in common, blah, 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 save the day. Oh, no. They turned on Big E.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was yelling at my TV and I was not happy.
Well, I have to go back and watch this now. Was it well done, though?
Oh, excellent. Probably one of the best promos I can recall.
Did Big E get physical? Was there physicality involved?
No. So
okay,
that's where people are wondering whether Big E is cleared or not, because he said that he'd like to come back and be their manager, so on and so forth. And then, of course, they turned on him. They were like, you abandoned us. You broke your neck. So what? Kofi or
okay.
I was just like, I think it was Xavier said that, but I was like, oh my God. And so people are wondering whether he's cleared to come back, but he definitely didn't take any hits or bumps during the promo.
No physicality, as the kids like to say.
No. Oh,
here comes Christian Cage.
While
we're waiting for Christian Cage to come out, I will once again hype up the fact or invite the Wizard King, the Midnight Cowboy, will be joining me on Saturday Night Love this week, Saturday night, 10 p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern on the
goodness, what is happening? Sorry.
What is happening? Oh, it's
I just saw Kip Sabian jump in the ring and start attacking people.
And Nick Wayne. What happened to you, Nick Wayne?
Big Bad Boris fan club.
What's that?
I need Jason to start the Big Bad Boris fan club.
Yes. We need signs at live events, etc., etc. Hey, hands off Nick Wayne's mom.
I'm waiting for the day that she takes like a solid bump.
Has she not bumped yet?
I don't know. Like, I feel like she has, but again, it's all blurry, right? It's all like, yeah.
JPJ, has anyone bumped Nick Wayne's mom? Which is not a sentence I thought that I would say today.
And mean it in a totally innocent way.
In a non-weird thing.
So Christian's in there wailing on him now. So
who's gonna come save? Oh, hello. Come say hello. Say hello to Ophelia Payne. She's educating me on how hard it is to be a woman.
Oh, I'm in. All right, what do we got? Hi.
How are you?
What kind of education are we providing today?
What kind of what? Sorry?
Education.
Oh, all the things. He needs to learn more about women for sure, though.
I don't know about that.
What?
You know a lot about women.
I guess.
Are we having chicken? I don't know again tonight. What are we having for dinner?
No, wait, that's Gremlins.
No, we're having Smokies because we're classy like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. What did you have?
I made mac and cheese with bacon and jalapenos in it.
Ooh, mac and cheese with bacon and jalapenos, minus the jalapenos. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys have fun watching Nick Wayne's mom get bumped.
She likes
that,
right?
I hated it.
Oh, no, you didn't. That's right.
Yeah, I hated it. I like doing laundry whenever, but I went crazy. No, I need people.
All right.
Not one person. Bye.
We're going to bump Nick Wayne's mom.
Have a good time.
Not one person said hook. I know, I agree.
All right, now, I acknowledge how hard it is to be a woman. Now, go make my dinner.
I was gonna say that was the next comment you're gonna say.
What's that?
I was just gonna say that's the next thing you're gonna say. Go make my dinner now. Yeah.
Yeah. This is all happening on the internet as we speak. Here you go.
Love you. Be good, be careful, be kind.
Okay. Hello, I'm back.
So yeah, nobody came to save Hook, and now Hook
Oh.
has no friends. I don't understand what's happening here. And now we have Mercedes Moné in the blue fuzzy coat that I actually love. So
Danger Boris, I like that.
I thought Danger was your middle name.
No, my middle name is I got nothing. I thought I'd have something like clever and funny, but nope.
I mean, you had full-size Snickers. You could have Danger as your middle name. Full-size Danger Snickers.
So the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, does that mean there's 12 people in this Battle Royal and the winner gets the ring or whatever the fuck
I'd like
that
to say
is?
yes, but probably not. There's it'd be like the one that they do in Vegas, and there's supposed to be 21 people, but it's just however many people make it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I like those
That's what I'm
things.
guessing. I don't know. I'd have to look the card up in the rules.
So next
somebody
week is
explain
the
it to me.
Winter is Coming edition from Kansas City, Missouri.
Better than being from Texas last night.
Boris Bob Boris is not my legal name, but you know, that's,
BBB.
I've been called worse. Okay, we're now in commercial. Oh, Burger King. I don't like Burger King. I've never been impressed with Burger King.
Oh, I don't know the last time I was at Burger King. It's got to be 10 years or more.
So mac and cheese with bacon and jalapeno. See, you lost me at the jalapenos because
Well, I'm sorry that
I'm
you
a
can't
s-
handle spice.
oh, I'm a spice baby. Like,
Is
no,
this where
I wouldn't even-
I call you like an old white dude because you don't like spice? Or
no, I've got friends who really like the spice, but me, like even like Frank's Red Hot, I'm like, nope, that is way too much.
I like spicy food.
I'm very bland. Maybe that's my middle name, Bland.
Boris Bland.
Big
Boris.
Bland Boris. Are you talking to me?
Big Bland
Saying no
Boris.
to
That's
who?
perfect.
Why? No, I'm talking about my dislike of spicy food. I'm
I
bland.
sneak in Chipotle and I sneak in cayenne. I sneak it in there. You just don't know.
Ooh, sneaky.
Love you.
Oh, everything I know was a lie. Get out of here. Get out of here. She sneaks in Chipotle and cayenne. That sounds
It's
like a
like
tag
when
team.
parents sneak in vegetables into their kids' food.
Are
They
you
just sneak
making me
spice and flavor.
vegetables too? Oh, she said no. She said no.
That's funny.
No, we don't mind vegetables. I don't mind like I'm a big broccoli cauliflower dude. All right, let's get rid of the extra R's first of all, because that is a huge pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't know, whatever. This isn't important. None of this is important.
Oh, the double R's in Boris. You mean?
Yeah. Actually, the sign that was brought, the Big Bad Boris sign that was brought to the last live event, to the LPW live event, was brought once before and it had 2 R's in it. So he actually cut it and fixed it. So I only.
Oh, the one Jason brought?
Yes.
Yes.
I enjoy having my praises sung because I'm dead inside and I need praise to feel valid.
You like to have signs made?
Yeah, you know, therapy's working very well for me. Please love me, praise
Just need a little
me.
sign to sit on your like your workspace there at the live events. Like you're good enough, you're smart enough.
Well, I had the potato for a while, but now the potato's over there. The potato and Tommy Dreamer are hanging out. It will be featured in the Cribs style video of Big Bad
Was it your
Boris
potato
Gold.
that lost his eyes, or was that Dash?
No, mine still has his eyes.
Okay, I know Dash lost at least one eye off of his somehow.
Well, things are tough all over, I guess.
You gotta put an eye patch on him.
Old Shelton is
Oh,
being
he's
yelled
getting
at
yelled
by
at.
MVP.
Wow. I love you, but I'm disappointed in you. What a dad comment. Oh my goodness.
Yep, that hurts.
I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, are we looking at a Shelty face turn, maybe? Uh-oh. So you're going to beat up this poor stagehand? Oh.
We're just beating up all security now? What's happening? They didn't do anything.
Wrestling loves those overhead doors because they make a lot of noise.
And these poor men don't even make enough money to get put through doors at the backstage.
My favorite thing, though, is whenever you would see, I don't know so much anymore because I haven't watched in a while, but whenever on a WWE show they would fight in the back, there would always, for some reason, be 4 or 5 random long, giant metal pipes. And they would always be thrown into those long metal pipes so they would make a big, loud, clangy noise. Oh, I guess Adam Cole wins this to get the ring so he gets to fight MJF, right? Or am I thinking too simplistically?
Here we go. Over the top rope eliminations. Last 2 remaining face each other next week at Winter is Coming. Winner of that will face MJF. Okay, there's the rules.
There's a lot more
so
rules.
It looks like there's 12 in there. We have Evil Uno in there. I haven't seen him on TV in a while.
No. Who else we got in there?
I know. I'm just like, who are all these people? Better let the boom go first.
I can name most of them. They're just not in my brain. Who's that girl standing on the floor?
Isn't that the ring announcer?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
No, I'm just like, I don't know.
We got Evil Uno. We got the Butcher. We got Kyle O'Reilly. We got Top Flight, it looks like.
Oh, Mark Davis,
I think's in there.
Just from a pan, you're just like, everybody's just in like black. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are all of a sudden.
I thought I saw Leo Rush and the guy that I like, whose name I can't remember, from New Japan.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Rocky Romero. That's his name.
Oh my God. Evil Uno try to pair up with Adam Cole.
Hey, this could work.
I love Evil Uno. Oh my God.
Canadian too, if memory serves me.
Absolutely, from Gatineau.
Well, love me a good back rake. Oh, there's some mocking going on.
And oh no.
No, wait. All hope is not lost. Oh, never mind.
Lance Archer's in there.
Hope is lost.
The monster
yes, Lance
of a man.
Archer's in there as well.
It's a good point, Eric.
Yeah, that does seem like the brigade of people that would help.
Oh, you're being called on, Boris.
Oh, but I don't
Hit
know
the play-by-play for the Battle Royal.
I don't know if I've ever called I've called the New Year's Rumble, but I don't know if I've ever called a Battle Royal where everyone started in the ring at the same time, now that I mentioned it.
Unfortunately, Evil Uno is out.
Brian Cage.
Is he in there too?
Yes, he is.
Oh, there he is. I was just
I don't know if I've ever called a Battle Royal where everyone started all at the same time. That's interesting.
Very chaotic. Yeah.
Spencer, we need to do that just so I can put it on my resume.
All right. Book your LPW Battle Royal.
Everybody. Just everyone.
Just
Throw them all
everyone.
in there. Like 60 guys. I'll be in too, and I'll go out first. That way I can commentate. I've been in a handful of Battle Royals, and I was out first in most of them.
And would you throw like managers into the Battle Royal for LPW?
Sure. We'll get Ben in there. We'll get Thaddeus in there. Everybody.
It is Eric. I think that is who it is.
Hell, you might be in there.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I'm too old to even consider taking a bump.
It's been brought to me a couple of times by Spencer. If maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll do something. And I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of the last time I did something. And I think that it was the first PWA Saddle Dome show where I was in the Battle Royal. And Reed Matthews bumped for me like a legend. And then I got thrown out by Jack Pride. I think that was the last time that I did anything in ring-wise. Yeah, we'll put everybody in there.
I always think it would be fun to take part in it, and then I actually think about the reality of it, and then I'm like, nah, I'm good. The closest I got to being in a match at LPW was the day that Mars and Pride and Thaddeus were all fighting on the stairs, and I was sitting at the table right beside the stairs, and I ended up with Mars on my lap and Thaddeus under my feet. It was really, really weird.
It's funny too.
Really
Kushida jumped off your table that you would have been at. Yes.
Wow.
There were like glasses and stuff were flying everywhere. I'm like, oh, I didn't know they were even going to come up here, let alone do that. I wonder if that is that edited and put up on YouTube yet, or am I?
I don't know. I have the link for it, but
we are now in picture-in-picture with a.
Did everybody else get kicked out? I was too busy yapping about something.
Yeah, I don't know. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 people left, is what I'm seeing.
Okay, so a few.
Adam Cole over the top, able to hang on. Able to get back inside the squared circle.
I need Lance Archer to do something, or them to do something for Lance Archer. He's a beast of a man. Give him something fun.
There's definitely some like meat on that bone of stuff they could do with him. And he was kind of misused in TNA a zillion years ago. And it's funny, as I was going to bed last night, I put on stuff just to listen to help me fall asleep, because I can't fall asleep to silence.
Jason, that's absolutely perfect. That's how I'll do it.
That's solid, actually.
Nobody eliminates me but me.
I like that. I might steal that.
Do it. That's how you can take part.
How do I delete this comment so that way I can steal it? Look at that. Boom, like it never happens.
Take a dispense and be like, wait, hear me out. Here's my idea.
I got a great idea that I came up with all by myself.
We have to do it on like one of the Thursday shows.
I love those Thursday shows. That's
very dramatic.
I think we still 2 for. Oh, wait. One of the top flights just went over the top, but held on. Rocky Romero trying to shove him, but he is locked on to the bottom rope. The first battle royal I was ever in was in PWA. I was managing Tex Gaines at the time. And I was standing in the corner. I told the story on when Tex was on SNL. I was standing in the corner, and he was standing in front of me, and he's obviously a sizable man. And he's like, wait a minute, let's go over to this corner. And he walked away right as the bell rang. And I was exposed, and I was effing terrified, because he was like supposed to kind of protect me until it was time for me to get thrown out. And he just like left. And I thought I was going to get the chop treatment from everybody, but everybody was pretty good to me. Hollywood Dusty Donis raked my eyeballs over the top rope and then threw me over the top rope.
Raked your eyeballs on the top rope.
Yes, I have a photo. There's a photograph of it right back there. You'll see it on the MTV Cribs style video. Top Flight was eliminated by Andretti and Leo Rush. I also believe Action Andretti and Jack Cartwheel are the same person. I've never seen them in the room together, and they look exactly alike.
Do you think they look alike?
Action Andretti and Jack Cartwheel, give me a side-by-side of these two. I'm telling you, they're the same person.
All right. Jason, you're going to have to keep putting that comment in the chat, because right now it doesn't exist, and Boris is going to say he made it up.
Does what photograph make me laugh? Every photograph makes me laugh. Oh, not Rocky Romero. Oh. Jack Cartwheel has been eliminated. I'm a big Leo Rush fan. I think he's super talented.
He was here at a local event last year. He's very, very small. I didn't realize how tiny he was.
He is a tiny human, was the word that was used to describe him to me by a certain somebody that was at a show. Oh, listen, Jason, don't let logic get in the way of a good story. When he was on the Indies before his first run in WWE, he did some really, really cool stuff where he kind of had a dark character, and he had a feud in CZW with Joey Janela, and he had this dark character and he had some really cool intros and cool ring gear and stuff. And I think he's a really creative guy.
I just love when he wears the big puffy coat that's 3 times the size of him, and then he takes it off and he's super teeny underneath. Makes me laugh.
What is happening to Adam Cole?
So they said the final 2 in this fight next week?
I believe that's what the rule thing
I read
said.
the rules 5 minutes ago and don't
remember. Is it going to be Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole? My God, the storytelling.
I would love that.
I need more light on my...
I can't believe that... I mean, you're looking at Brian Cage and Lance Archer both still in here. Those are 2 big boys to be in here. Just bite his hand at him.
Brian Cage almost out. He got the low bridge treatment, trying to break the grip. Brian Cage just too big, too strong. That's what I would say if I was a cable wrestling commentator, but I'm not.
There you go. Do the play-by-play for the final 4. You got this.
I just want to know what's going. Oh, damn. What is Adam Cole doing on the middle rope? Oh, he tried to go for the Panama Sunrise. Up on the shoulders, landing inside the ring. Super kick, but not enough to take Brian Cage down to the floor.
Wow, there we go.
Again, too big, too strong, too much humanity. But Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole simultaneously eliminate the big men, and these 2 have a lot of history. And they'll write another chapter next week right here on Dynamite. That's not bad. Write that shit down.
There you go. Almost like you know what you're doing.
It's what I love to do. I love to sit behind that microphone on the last Friday of every month.
I really want LPW to have a battle royal though, so you can do the whole thing.
It'd be hard. It'd be fun though. I love me some PWG. Their last show they did, they haven't released yet. It's been quite a while. It hasn't seen the light of day yet, but I love me some PWG. Oh, is this another Julia Hart vignette or something along those lines?
I thought it was an ad for a movie, and I'm like, no, that's Julia Hart. Which, to be fair, her vignettes and stuff are very cinematic. So
I really like what they've been doing. I think it's cool.
Ooh, she's got her target set on. Oh my God, brain. I've honestly forgotten her name now.
Speaking of which, I've been enjoying the vignettes that we've been seeing at the end of Eli Surge's Scramble Championship matches recently in LPW. I have no idea where that's going.
Where is or whatever?
As a shoot, I have no idea where that's going, and I'm excited to see what happens. You know, Billy Gunn's 60.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm 60, I'm going to look like I'm 90.
Wasn't that when we were talking about, was it X-Pac the other day? And I sent you the link, and I was like, this man's in his 50s, and look at him. And Max Caster, that mustache is just, ugh. I want to be like, Movember's over. Get rid of it.
I wonder if Spencer still
Amy
has
Hater.
his.
Thank you, Eric. Sorry, what was that?
I wonder if Spencer still has his mustache. He said if you raised X amount of dollars, you'd keep it after November is over.
He probably set that bar really high so that he wouldn't be able to keep it.
I think it was thousands of dollars, if memory serves me correct.
I raised $1 million for charity. I'll keep this mustache. Swerve's house.
I'm not there yet.
It's still Swerve's house.
Swerve's house.
Someone sent me a link the other day. Someone had dubbed over some of the Lord of the Rings party music in with Nana and Swerve dancing, and it's incredible, just incredible.
I don't know what Prince Nana's wearing, but it looks comfy.
And it's probably cost a fortune.
Apparently, he's like a shoot legit prince of some sort. Like it's not a gimmick per se. I read that somewhere. Let me do some research here.
Now I'm curious.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Is he going to be a prince? Like I can buy myself a tiny plot of land in Scotland and be like a duchess or whatever it is? Like.
He claims that he is the son of an Ashanti tribe member with royal heritage and the heir to the throne of Ashanti in Ghana.
He claims or is?
I don't know. I'm just reading what Wikipedia says.
I claim that I am.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. Can we remove that part too? Let's remove that part too. Well, there's a rap. I want to hear it.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Thank you, Eric. Even though you're not my fan, I appreciate you coming to hang out on the stream. This light's too bright. It's blinding me now. I don't know how to do things.
See you later, Eric. The best wrestler alive, Max Caster. Okay. That's a thing that was said.
Whatever pays the bills, I guess.
And I can't stand those pants he's wearing right now. Oh my God.
It looks like he was shopping at the Young Bucks garage sale.
Mm-hmm. It's like very reminiscent of the Rockers.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, like that whole era of excess.
So this is not a Continental Classic match, correct?
No, I think it's just because of their fight backstage last week.
They had a fight backstage last week?
Yeah, they showed it right before the match.
No. Was I talking about women in video games or something else?
I have no idea.
We've covered a lot of ground tonight, and we're not even halfway through.
So I don't even know how I was watching it. I don't remember what they said, but last week I know Swerve was walking by and I think Swerve was doing the interview.
I remember that now.
And Caster walked by and was like, used to be a house of fire or something, and started to beak off, and then now they're fighting. So
did you watch Survivor Series?
I did.
Did you enjoy Survivor Series?
I did. Yeah.
Me too. I thought the women's match was a little clunky. Not bad, just clunky, but everything else was really good. But I was really surprised by the physicality. Like that IC title match, really, really physical. That main event, really, really physical. I don't know if that's something WWE is doing on the regular now, but just like a lot of high risk and a lot of hard hitting stuff.
I think right now they're really trying to prove that they're worth tuning into once everything goes to Netflix. So I think they're really trying to pull out some stops. You need to get JPJ on here if you want to talk about the women's match being clunky, because he went on a rant the other day about that. So,
well, he said he might come in for the second half, so we'll see.
Yeah, because he was saying basically it's war games. It's not supposed to be pretty or organized. It's just supposed to be chaos.
And you know what? There's some merit to that, but I think as wrestling fans, we're conditioned over the years of how things are supposed to look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some of the things didn't look the way that we understand them to look. I understand what he's saying, and it does make sense. But I think there are some things that didn't look the way we have been led to understand them to look, if that makes sense.
I think for me, the whole thing with the women's war games was simply how it was put together, and so I wasn't really invested in any of it. I was just like, you have women that are not defending belts because they're all involved in war games.
I just full screened us and realized that I am looking old and haggard, and I'm not happy about. But my light up B looks good. Look at my light up B. I'm going to get 2 more of those from Amazon for $12.
Do it.
Maybe I'll
Yeah, I
get
would have
3.
liked to have seen one of the women's belts defended on Survivor Series, but it's too bad that they were, like I said, they were all tied up in the war games, even the tag belts, right? So
Maybe I'll get 2 R's.
ooh, do it.
Oh, what's going on here? Swerve might not be done.
He is the most dangerous man, apparently.
He has won the battle, but perhaps he
Let's just
has
stomp
not
on
made
Max
the
Caster one more
statement
time.
that he wants to make. I'd like to call cable TV wrestling. I wonder if I'd be too much or too little.
Maybe you'd be just right.
Maybe, I don't know.
Come on, Swerve. Do it. I think everybody needs a hype man like Nana. Just to follow them around in everyday life.
I think that might do. Oh shit! He kind of caught him in the face with that. I thought.
Yeah, that was.
I think that might do wonders for my self-esteem if I had somebody walking
Whose
around
house? Boris's house.
Big Fat Boris is the man.
You got this. Get up there. You can do it.
Receive those forklift parts. Yeah, boy.
Yes, I agree, Jason. That was part of my problem with the Survivor Series too, is that all of the weapon spots, now, and I won't say all, most of the weapon spots felt very light. Like no one seemed to be hitting, like I wasn't even buying that they were hitting them. Naya's chair shots were very like feather taps.
The worst chair shot that I've ever seen, and again, I do not condone unprotected chair shots, especially these days, and every time I see them on the indies, because they still happen, I'm like, don't do that. If you go back and watch Rob Van Dam and Lance Storm from Barely Legal, ECW's first pay-per-view, Lance hits Van Dam with 2 of just the softest chair shots ever, and the crowd just shits all over it.
I feel like it was very much like that in the Survivor Series. Like, it was just, I don't know. For me, it was just the chair shots were so light and fake. Like, not even. Yeah.
Not passable or didn't get
just
all of it.
Really light. Like, they didn't even look like they might hurt. It was like me trying to do a chair shot on somebody. Sad.
I think you could swing a chair.
To be fair, it depends how mad I am.
I was just gonna say, if you were pissed off enough, that's actually one thing that I've never done. Is I've never been hit with the chair. I've done the table thing and the candlestick thing and yada yada yada, but never the chair. I assume that it sucks.
I will say Io's spot inside the garbage can, always great.
Yeah,
and just the pure amount of faith and trust she has in those other women in the ring, because she's doing that blind, like. Wow.
Well, I told the story. I had a conversation, and I've told this a couple of times now, I think. After an LPW show, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, but I was talking to T.Y. Jackson, and I am not a wrestler. I've had a handful of matches, but I'm obviously not a wrestler. He does that big run, dive over the top, and I'm like, when you're doing that.
From the inside to the outside?
Yeah, from the inside to the outside. Like, when you're doing that, do you just kind of measure your spot and hope for the best? And he's like, yeah, you can't think about it, because once you start thinking about it, that's when you get hurt. You just have to commit and hope for the best.
And I think that's it. He knows where he needs to be, and he has to have faith that whoever's on the outside is also where they're supposed to be. Where they need
to be, exactly. Yep.
Or where they'll adjust if he's off. So I don't know how many times you see that somebody does, one of these crazy moves and the people on the outside are just not where they're supposed to be. And I'm like, you need to adjust. Yeah. They're going over the rope blind, basically. You need to move.
And back in the old days when I was the heel manager, I caught a handful of people on dives, and I was always terrified about making sure that I was where I needed to be. There was one, I believe it was at the Bad News Allen Tribute show, where myself and Tex Gaines caught the Highlander, and I smashed my knee on the floor so bad, it hurt so bad, but I'm like, at least he didn't smash his head on the floor. So yeah, that's it's a big responsibility, and I mean, it is what it is.
They just showed the Grinch Happy Meal.
Yeah, I saw that
Been
too.
seeing that around online a lot today.
How are we feeling about Christmas? I fucking hate Christmas.
Meh.
See, I worked retail for many
Yes,
years. I
me
worked
too.
for Best Buy for the better part of 10 years. I helped open the Best Buys here in Edmonton. So I've seen like the worst of Christmas. And I used to love it when I was a kid, but it never came back. I
think once you work
you know,
retail, Christmas is just like
your spirit is crushed and you.
But I find now that I'm out of retail, like I like Christmas, but I live so far away from my family that it's just
Fair, yeah. When was the
Yeah.
last time you went back?
I was there for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I was there in October, but that was the first time I'd been there in 3 years. So
Did
I try to
anybody
get
ask
back
him?
at least once a year, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. Did anybody ask about me?
No, they did not. I gave that 1 second of thought before I answered.
It's a solid answer. You know what?
No.
Oh, we're getting a moment. Oh, so next week, that'll be a good match, actually. And I think
Cole versus O'Reilly?
they've got. I assume anyway. They own all that ROH footage, so I'm sure they could go back and dig up a whole bunch of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly stuff from ROH to show the history. MJF's wearing a pink shirt.
I'm tired of these two. I mean, it makes sense that he's obviously still on set shooting the movies and stuff like that, but
Oh, yeah, wasn't he doing Happy Gilmore 2 or whatever?
yeah. So I mean, I guess he's still on TV by recording all of these, but it just feels very, I don't know, out of place.
Homeboy needs a haircut.
And he can't probably if he's filming.
True. Boy, this vignette was created awfully quickly, considering we didn't know he was facing Kyle O'Reilly until 5 minutes ago.
Well, that's why I said I feel like they're trying to play it off like he's live reacting.
Yeah, it's
But
like
I'm
via
like-
satellite.
Yeah.
At least throw like a via satellite gimmick.
Or, I don't know. It's just some of the backgrounds. I'm just like, okay. I mean,
Like we're guilty of this in LPW too, where we have like an impromptu match that's like, oh, you're gonna face so and so next month, and then there's a graphic on the screen. Like I understand why for the sake of marketing and stuff, but I mean wrestling's gonna wrestle, and that's what.
wait a minute. You're telling me that Zach doesn't just like put those together live while
he's
they're
the
being announced?
fastest Photoshop in the West. I'm saying
That's
that
what
so
I
I don't get
thought.
fired.
I'll have to clip this and be like, Peggy totally put you over on stream. Like,
Boris made you look like a shithead. Oh, I smell smokies. Is this show over yet? No? All right.
almost. No.
Almost. We're like halfway.
I mean,
We got some good stuff coming up.
50%. Like, that's a pass.
Yeah, I pulled this out of the closet this morning and I was like, this fits. That's where the shirt came from, but I bought this on shopzone.com many moons ago.
Shop Zone.
Before Fanatics ruined the friggin' sporting universe.
Mm-hmm.
Their stuff is just garbage quality and their customer service is garbage and everything's garbage. I love me some Jay White. This is going to be a good match, actually. I'm excited
This is
about
Jay
it.
White getting beat down last week, right? Yeah, last week.
Is tonight when we get Shane McMahon?
What's
No.
that?
Is tonight when we get Shane McMahon?
Oh my God. Do we actually think we're getting Shane McMahon is the question.
I've talked to different people just getting opinions, and it ranges from hell no to 100% lock. So I don't know.
I feel like if there was some merit to all of that, would we not have seen him by now? Like, I feel like it's been a very long time that this has been in the conversation.
Yeah, I wonder what they're waiting for.
He's not coming. That's what they're waiting for.
Maybe, well, you know what?
Or they're
Maybe
waiting
he
for
is.
people to stop talking about it, and then it will just they'll
But I will tell you who is coming, and that is Invite this Saturday on Saturday Night Love, 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, midnight Eastern on the Twitch, twitch.tv/LoveWrestlingCA. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to watch the first match. I got a little game plan. It's going to be good. We also forgot our patriotic duty. We salute the flag. We thank you, Mr. Shabazz, for your service and your PS4 or 3.
When you mentioned him earlier, I meant to remind you to put it up. I was like, we haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I put my face on here too. Look at all the fancy stuff I can do. My goodness.
Push all the buttons. This will be a great match. This should be a great match anyway.
Oh, I want to mention something else about Saturday Night Love. Last week, I did like a musical episode. I played some songs. I went back to the on-demand version afterwards and realized that the quality of the sound playing those songs, like I thought that it would be like when I play the videos where I actually embed the video in. But playing it through YouTube, the sound quality was absolutely horrible, and I feel really bad that all those songs I was so passionate about and talked about all sounded like dog shit. So for those who did check it out, I apologize. I didn't realize it was going to sound so bad. And if I ever decide to do that again, I'll embed all those videos in so they will look and sound so much better.
The only problem with that is that you have to, well, I mean, I was going to say plan ahead because you were kind of doing a lot of it on the fly.
I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants and how I was feeling. But I mean, I can plan ahead too.
But that would be the big difference between making sure you had the time to embed them all prior, right?
True. The bell has rung. Sorry?
Is this one of the brackets, the blue or the gold? Or
this is a Continental Classic match.
Must be blue. I'm just looking at the AEW Dynamite hashtag up in the corner, and it's blue right now.
Look at you, attention to detail. That's why you're not allowed to talk about the Indiana Jones video game. But you can talk about Miss Pac-Man, who is just Pac-Man with a bow. I didn't know that would be like such a heat magnet for you. I apologize.
It's actually.
Hey, I got a question.
I like to grab something and just like hold on to it with a grudge for some reason. Anyway,
are you familiar with an old video game called Galaga or Galaga?
Yes, I know of it. I've never played it.
Because it's an old like side-scrolling. It's kind of like Space Invaders, but a little more fancy.
Yes.
And I was told at a very young age that was a girls' game. Like girls loved, not like girl game in a negative way, but more like girls love Galaga. Is that it? Or can you not speak to that? This is like back in the 80s. This is like 1,000 years ago.
I've never played it, so I can't really comment on it.
I was terrible at it, but I was terrible at pretty much every video game.
But I get so frustrated with the girls' games and boys' games. Like,
it's funny the way stuff like that works. Like my stepson years ago, when he was young, he loved Frozen. Loved Frozen until he kind of got into school. I don't remember what it was, school or something, and found out that Frozen was a girl movie, and then he didn't like Frozen anymore, but he was all about Frozen. I don't think it's like if you like something, like it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think things are changing with that as well.
I think you're right. I'd like to think that our kids and maybe their kids, like things are going to be better than they were. But I don't know, man. 70 million people voted for Trump, so what the hell do I know? Hello, Nathan. How are you? We are sort of watching Dynamite and talking about video games like Paperboy. That was a solid game.
What about Super Meat Boy?
Super Meat Boy? That was my one of my stripper names. What is Super Meat Boy? Did you make that shit up, or is that a real thing?
It's a real game.
What do you do? Okay, wait, don't tell me. I'm going to Google this because we're watching Dynamite, and I bet this match is really good.
It is
Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy or Super Meat Boy Forever?
Yes.
Super Meat Boy is a 2010 platform game designed blah, 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 blah. Self-published as the successor to Meat Boy. A small, dark, red, cube-shaped character named Meat Boy who must save his cube-shaped, heavily bandaged girlfriend, Bandage Girl, from the evil scientist Dr. Fetus. What?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Is there pictures of this? Well, let me see
Yes.
images.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
he's
not
just
watching
he kinda looks
Dynamite.
like-
Just wanted to say hi. Well, we appreciate it.
Super Meat Boy kind of looks like Anger from the Inside Out movies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, why
What
did you
is
mention
happening?
this? Is this a game that you enjoy?
No, I've played it like once or twice, but it was just I don't even know what led up to me saying that. I don't even know.
Well, now we're in a world where Super Meat Boy is a thing.
You said something and I replied with Super Meat Boy, and I don't remember what the comment was that led me into it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so why is Wheeler Yuta being involved in this match? And clearly was not noticed. Or is there no disqualification in these matches?
Because heels do heel things.
Wait a minute. I thought the Continental Classic had nobody allowed to be at ringside.
Maybe this isn't a Continental Classic match. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I love that we're doing such a great watch along that we're like, we don't even know what match this is.
But I think that's what makes these good, though. Like when we had Spencer on, we were just BSing about whatever. It's kind of like we talk about stuff while we sort of watch, and the people listen to us talk about stuff while we sort of watch. They did tell us the matches ahead of time. We just don't remember if this was.
And to be fair, we looked them up, but we have promptly forgotten. So what happens when you get old, Nathan?
Yeah, is this not WCW? What's going on? All right, I have to use the super Meat Boy bathroom. So you're going to be in charge of this whole thing. So
my goodness.
I know. The spotlight is shining on you.
It's a lot of pressure.
Watch this. I'm going to make this even more stressful for you.
I don't want to be full screen. Don't make me full screen. Oh, no.
You don't want to be full screened? All right.
Absolutely
I will just mute the microphone.
No one needs to see me full screen. Nathan, do you not watch Dynamite, or are you just not watching it tonight? You're very behind. That's fair. I often watch it after it's already on too, because then I can skip through anything I'm not interested in or flick through commercials. Picture in picture, I often skip through because nothing's going to happen. Oh, you haven't been watching in general, not just tonight. Yeah, the C2 is always a fun time of year. Have you been looking at the brackets at all? I agree. It definitely needs an injection of something.
Is Super Meat Boy like a free-to-play game, or do I have to buy it somewhere? Because now
I'm pretty sure you have to buy it. It's probably pretty cheap, though. It's been out a while.
Is it available on the PlayStation whatever I have network?
Should be.
That I'm not subscribed to?
Oh, yeah. I would assume it's on all platforms. I'd have to double check, but.
Well, we're back.
Just back now.
Yeah, why are the Pluggos not at the show if it's in Indianapolis, Indiana? $6.
Aren't they in Ohio?
No, he said Indiana.
No, isn't Pluggo in? Oh.
No, I thought Pluggo was in Indiana. $6. You know how hard and how long I have to work to make $6? That's $6 American, by the way. That's like $100 Canadian. Listen, just because something's old doesn't mean it's bad. That was a little bit of a head droppy. You see the giant John Cena on the Elimination Chamber material that's coming out.
I did.
I
Yeah,
wonder
his
if
last
he's
time
gonna-
in Toronto.
I wonder if he's going to win the Rumble. I wonder if he'll be in the Rumble.
He'll be in the Rumble for sure. I think him winning the Rumble would be too predictable.
So who does win the Rumble then?
I don't know.
Because
If it's
as
not
of
Cena, I
now,
don't
we
know.
have a babyface champion going into WrestleMania, which is
So this match is
unusual.
not part of the Continental Classic.
Well, this is not. Okay, well, then I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I apologize. And we can just ignore the blue AEW logo that was...
Yeah, I just assumed because of the blue. But the Shelton Benjamin, Kyle Fletcher was the blue match tonight, and we're getting Brody King and Claudio for the gold
Yeah,
match
that's
tonight.
the main.
Yeah.
Yeah, going into WrestleMania with a babyface champion is very unusual. So I wonder how that will play into the booking.
Because yeah, we have the Rumble, and then so that's the thing that I love about wrestling is stories. So I'm always like, okay, how do we get where I think we need to be at Mania? So then you start backtracking the pieces to get there, right? So who wins the Rumble?
Yeah, I have no idea. And
Punk?
again, I don't watch regularly. I kind of just follow along on the socials. To your immediate right, on that shelf, there's something glowing. Right in front of the "Not All Who Wander Are Lost."
Okay.
Side,
It's actually
something
not
is
glowing. It's glass. But so it's
okay.
reflecting from my LED lights.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. I'll get it. It's kind of cool though.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you meant. The thing I just
Yes,
grabbed
that was
there.
exactly it. Yes.
So this, I
I
raised
gotta
money
get
for
smaller
Extra
headphones.
Life.
Like your earphones. I gotta get smaller ones. These things are big, and the cloth is starting to crack, and it looks like I have dandruff. Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's coming across on the screen.
It's very much reflecting, so it's hard to tell what it is, but it looks like a. Oh, there's a control. Oh, is that like an award or something?
Yeah. So I raised money for Extra Life.
Okay,
And it's
I've heard
the
of
Extra
that.
Life logo. It's a coin for raising $10,000 US.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it's hard to
That's
see
like
because
for,
I,
like, Mary-
I have ring lights as well. So it's very
They do like
light in here.
marathon gaming, Extra Life, right?
That's what it usually is. I raise money all year round for it because I'm too old to do a 24-hour gaming marathon.
Because Warren Barris, a friend of mine, I think, has done Extra Life a handful of times. I did like a couple of 24-hour marathon thingamajiggers.
This is my 12th year, and right now
wow.
I'm sitting at something like $16,000 or $17,000 US raised over the 12 years. Yeah.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you raise the money? Just
So it's just like any other fundraiser, right? Asking friends for donations. I used to stream, and I used to do the 24-hour game day. And then people would donate. I would go live and I'd stream video games and stuff. But I'm too old for that. I always say that, but it's true. The last few years I did it. I used to do 2 12-hour days instead of a 24-hour day.
Yeah, that's more manageable.
It's a little more manageable for me to go from like 9 to 9 or 10 to 10 2 days in a row. But the last few years I've just fundraised by asking people.
I want to do like a marathon stream. I think that'd be fun. I'm new to the streaming thing. I've only been doing it the last little while because I had old equipment and I didn't have a place to do it. But then my mom in Calgary sold her house and gave me a little bit of money, so I was able to upgrade, the laptop and get an extra monitor and stuff. And then the room in the house became available, so we decided to build that into the little streaming world headquarters, as I like to call it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I love SNL. It's like the highlight of my week. I just have so much fun with it, and doing this is so much fun. So I'm really kind of, I don't know if I'm good at it or if I'm entertaining, but I'm having fun with it. Kind of like what JPJ was saying. It's not lucrative. I'm not making money, but I'm having fun. And again, do what you love and that kind of thing. So I'd like to do I
think the thing with Extra Life that was really nice is that they used to run the events at West Edmonton Mall on the ice surface. So we would do 24 hours there. The last couple of years I did it, though, I was on the board for it. And so our days would start at like 4 a.m. setting up all the tables and chairs and everything there. So it just got to be a little too much. I always think about getting back into it, but being on here with you and then starting with JPJ and stuff, this is the most online content I've created in 4 years, probably, or more.
I thought you were going to say being on here with you sucks. So I don't.
This is horrible, and this just reminds me why I don't stream. We'll just clip that for later. For your new intro. This is horrible.
Dynamite.
Why are we live? Let's just get all the voice clips out of here.
Marina Shafir, who I've enjoyed what they've been doing with her.
Jay White is also bleeding.
Squaring up. Is he missing a tooth? Did I see, or am I?
Yeah, well, he was bleeding, so I think he got hit in the mouth. I missed the tooth thing.
I thought it looked, but maybe I'm just missing out on. Okay, is this going to be the next competitor then for the title? Is Jay White?
Nathan, you got your chamber ticket today? Did they just go on sale today? Oh, thanks, Victor.
We're nice. We're nice. We're Canadian. We have to be. It's in the charter.
Is that very nice, very evil? Or...
$20? Meatland or Meat Man? What was that called? Boy. Super Meat Boy, whatever. $20 to take out a loan for that. I want to check it out, though. I'm intrigued. Oh, I still have the tab open. I want to know, like...
Oh,
yeah, let's see.
The music has hit. Comes Hangman.
The music has hit. Oh,
Hangman.
Oh, Hangman. Here comes Hangman. Yeah, I've been to a pay-per-view since Backlash here a zillion years ago with that great Orton Foley match a long time ago. We really lucked out. There was a crew of us from PWA who got tickets for that pay-per-view Backlash, whatever year it was. We got them all last minute. What are we all owing?
You'll see in a second.
Who's this person?
Oh!
Choking out John Moxley.
It's not who I thought it was.
It's Orange Cassidy.
Yes, Victor. I loved the Penguin.
Was that TV show?
Yes.
I've heard it's very good. It
was excellent. Some of the best TV I've seen recently. Yeah, excellent. I'm very picky with what I watch on television. My time is limited. So if I'm not invested in something, I will not stick it out. I'll give everything a couple of episodes to catch me. And if it doesn't, then I'm moving on. Penguin I love.
And again, you watch what you like, but we are a bit of like reality junkies, but not like Real Housewives and stuff. We're like Survivor, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen competition kind of people. We don't watch a lot of drama shows or comedy shows, but we see lots of commercials for stuff. And I've heard like Abbott Elementary. I've heard nothing but good things about that show, but I've never watched it. And there's a couple of new ones.
TV, do you watch or did you watch The Traitors?
No, but that is a commercial we saw a lot. And I know that Melissa, my better half, was watching that Netflix show where you live in an apartment and you pretend to be someone else or whatever the fuck, The Ring or whatever it was called. And it kind of reminded me of that. So I think she might have liked it, but people will know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like a Netflix reality show where all these people lived in an apartment and they would only talk to each other through a TV screen, and you could pretend to be someone else and you had to try to fake people out to win money. I don't remember what it was called. Oh, and Christian's out there too. There's layers to this story.
I love that Christian just keeps walking around with his little portfolio thing with a big dent in it from like last week.
Brody King and Claudio Castagnoli still to come in our main event.
So the Penguin, first of all, I cannot believe that was Colin Farrell under all that makeup. Just mind blowing. And the pilot was probably the best pilot I've ever seen on TV. I was
Really?
hooked. Oh yes, so good.
Where do we find this show? On one of
I
the
watch it
many
on
streaming
Crave,
services? Okay.
but it's on HBO as well,
Okay.
or Max if you're in the US.
Because no, I know I'm
Available
a Howard Stern listener, and I know they've been talking about that show and really, really putting it over. So
Yeah, it's excellent. It's unfortunate that it was only planned for one season.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying there would never be a second season, but going into it, they were like, this is basically a limited series, one season.
But if there's money to be made, plans can change, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Jamie Hayter.
Mhm.
She came back to right wrongs.
She sure did. Her whole vibe is like very 70s. Like her new look, like with the feathered hair and
Yeah,
all
the
clothes
fashion
she wears
sense is
70s.
very like it's almost like her own branding because nobody else is dressing like that.
Mhm.
Like unique is, I guess, the word I'm looking for. What is Sophia and Selena? I'm not familiar with that either.
Characters of the Penguin.
Oh,
Thoughts on episode 4? I've watched it so long ago now that I don't even know what episode 4 was. Now we have a pizza ad. I love Jamie Hayter's style. If I could rock that whole 70s vibe, I would too.
I did back in the 70s.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had a Little Caesars pizza.
I don't think I ever have.
You're probably not missing much.
That's what
Let's
I hear.
just do Googling here. The Penguin drama miniseries.
Mhm.
An American crime drama based on the DC Comics character the same. Is there no, like there's no Batman in this nonsense, is there?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's based on the same universe, obviously,
yeah,
but no.
yeah.
Yeah, we're on Mountain Time, Victor, so just an hour later than you.
Yeah, this sounds. I might have to check this out. Rotten Tomatoes, 95%.
Excellent, right?
Yeah. Reeves confirmed in July 2024 that Farrell would reprise his role as the Penguin in the film The Batman Part 2
Yes.
in 2026.
Mhm.
After the season finale, Farrell stated he would be open to starring in a second season of The Penguin after previously stating, "I never want to put that fucking suit and that fucking head again."
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you see the makeup and you see it's just, and they did a full bodysuit for him. Like it wasn't just face makeup; it was like a full bodysuit.
Because Penguin is like a portly kind of heavier
Yes.
set kind of guy, right? Okay, I don't know too much about. Maybe I need to check that out. I'm very limited in my like TV watching because I watch, like we have our little bit of reality shows, but I watch a decent amount of sports because of my teams, and I watch a lot of wrestling. But like most of it like indie and little bits of stuff here and there. But yeah, a lot of wrestling, and in the summer the Blue Jays play every friggin' day, and then there's Flames season and Stampeder season. I'd be a lot happier if I didn't watch sports because all my teams suck, but it's just ingrained into me since I was a kid. I just can't. Zoe Kravitz, I'm a big fan of. She did a TV show based on called High Fidelity that was based on a movie called High Fidelity that came out a long time ago, and it didn't get past the first season, which sucked because I thought it was really, really good. I love the movie, and
God.
the main character in the movie was played by John Cusack, but in the TV show they flipped it around and had the role played by a female, Zoe Kravitz, and this show was great, but it didn't make a second season, which is too bad because I really, really liked the movie and I love the TV show. Oh, what is this nonsense? Oh, we're hyping. At least they're hyping Final Battle.
Did she play the same character but like gender swapped, or
exactly? Yes, yeah. Okay. No, same character. The character in the movie that John Cusack played was named Rob Gordon, and she was Robin Gordon.
Okay, so yeah, they just basically
and it's very much up my alley. It was a movie about a guy who was having like romantic problems. He owned like an indie record store, so right up my alley. Great movie. Jack Black's in it, and John Cusack, really, really good. And then the TV show only ran, I think, 6 or 7 or 8 episodes, but really, really, really good. And I wish that they would have done more with it. But if you've never seen the movie, it came out a long time ago. But yeah, John Cusack and Jack Black and Sarah Gilbert's in it, and that girl married to Michael Douglas. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. It's really, really, really good. Really quirky, and I don't know, I just dig it. High fidelity.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Oh, what do we have going on here?
Oh, we're in an old Western town. Oh, I hate this already.
He's coming back.
Oh, this is lame.
Who is it?
Oh, I don't like it. Who's hurt? I could come back.
So what outlaw is coming back? I mean, you've got people that are hurt, like Omega.
Oh, we've got a wanted poster. Who is it?
Bandito.
Oh. You know what? That actually kind of makes sense. That was kind of a lame vignette, but I'm a big Bandito fan. I didn't know he was under contract still. I like Bandito a lot.
Maybe he wasn't, and now he is. I mean,
because I know he worked for ROH before the purchase. I don't know if like the contract carried over or whatever, but yeah, High Fidelity was a really, really good show. They gender swapped a lot of it, which I thought was really, really cool. The Jack Black character was played by a black woman in the TV show, and really, really good. I wish that it would have got picked up. It was on one of those HBOs or some shit. I don't know. Three years in the making. I don't remember what happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
Which all-in would that be? You'd have to specify. There's been many all-ins. I can smell those smokies.
What are you like? Num, 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 num.
Oh, I will be. Don't you worry about that.
You're going to float out of your room like a cartoon that's on like the aroma?
Oh, that fall. Yeah, I know what you're doing there, yeah. And then it'll be bedtime. It's my favorite part of the day.
I don't know about Boris, but I assume that he watches all of the PLEs and pay-per-views.
I try to, yeah.
Because I'm assuming he means all in London.
Actually, you know what? I did not. I have it in my my digital hoarding, but I did not watch it. The first stadium show I did watch, but the second one I did not. Penelope Ford has a very Effie-like jacket.
She looks like Natalia rolling in with the black and pink.
I want her to win that IC title. I know she's in the...
Natalia?
Yeah, I know she's in the tournament. If it's the workhorse title, give it to the workhorse, you know?
What do you think her chances are of actually winning it, though?
Slim to...
Yeah. Who do you think will win it?
I'd have to look at the bracket again to see. There's a few like women that I'm not familiar with just because I'm not a regular watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find that. Alrighty, let's see what I can find here.
Yeah, that was this year's All In. Yeah. So I'm going to guess this is going to be a fairly quick match and give the
Dakota
men time to
Kai,
breathe.
Shayna Baszler, Katana Chance. I don't know who Katana Chance is. So we start.
She's a tag team wrestler with
Was she the one that was the American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, Caden Carter. I don't know who Caden Carter is, or Zoe. I don't know any of those.
Kind of Chance's tag team partner.
Lyra Valkyrie. I don't know who she is. Ivy Nile. Don't know who she is. Lena Vega, Alba Fire, Kairi Sane, and somebody that's blocked by. Oh, and Natalia. Yeah, I don't. Again, not.
Well, 3 of those 4 matches have already happened. So,
not knowing because I don't watch regularly, I would lean towards Shayna Baszler.
She's already out.
Well, then I'll just shut up. Is Natty still in?
Yeah, I don't think her match has happened yet.
Okay, well then that's that's who I'm going with. I am on Blue Sky. I am BB Boris dot whatever Blue Sky dot whatever. X is a cesspool of negativity, but still kind of a necessary evil in terms of promotion in our business, whatever you want to call it.
I am on Blue Sky. It's just Ophelia Payne with none of those underscores. So,
we're back at picture in picture again. What is this nonsense? But you know what we can talk about while we're in picture? We could talk about or invite the Wizard King coming on Saturday Night Love this Saturday night to talk about Michael Bublé and baseball and what deathmatch weapons suck the most, as well as joining the very, very elite Saturday Night Love First Match Club. I should make a list of who's actually in that. I have to go back and look. I think this is actually the 20th episode. It's the 20th anniversary.
Is it really?
It's episode number 20. Yes. Oh, I have a new follower on Blue Sky. A gentleman by the name of Actual Victor. Well, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Apparently, there's the first 1 million follows on Blue Sky. I want to say it's Alexandra Octavia Cortez, some sort of American politician, but I think
AOC.
one of the good ones is the first 1 million follower on Blue Sky, besides Blue Sky's actual account themselves. So
I'm actually surprised that it took this much time to get the
to get a million follower. Yeah. Still to come, Brody King and Claudia. Will Brody be painted up tonight, or does he only paint up on pay-per-views?
I don't think when he fought Darby last week, he wasn't painted up. I don't think.
If memory serves me, yeah. Trying to think of what other things I can promote. I know that LPW returns to action on January the 31st. For Cool Beans, a reference to a film I have not seen. Intangible Violence will get their tag team title shot against Ride or Die in a hardcore Tornado Rules match. I don't have the graphics because I'm bad at what I do, but if I did, I would put it on the screen right now. But since I don't have it,
I'm bad at my job.
I am bad at my job. Everybody knows that, though. So instead, we will just salute the flag, and I'll lend you a $5, and we'll call it a day.
That's funny.
Coming back from commercial, I'm pretty sure that referee, whose name escapes me, just told them we're coming back from commercial.
Psst, 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 like that.
Yeah, I wonder if a guy like Fitz, who's refereed hundreds of matches over the years, he's never had the earpiece thing, to my knowledge, anyway. And I wonder how he would react to that. Just like me, I've never called a show having somebody talking in my earpiece, and I wonder how distracting that would be while I'm trying to There was a doc. I don't remember which doc. I think it was the McMahon one on Netflix, where there was a couple of quick audio snippets of what it was like for Michael Cole to have Vince yelling in his ear, and I don't know.
It was not great.
I can imagine it's very say this and like.
I feel like ever since Vince has been gone, Michael Cole has really come into his own. He's much more enjoyable. Seems much more comfortable.
He got a raw deal for a long time because I always thought that he was good. And like back in the day, he was very frowned upon. But I guess living in Jim Ross's shadow is probably not all that easy to do too. But I think he's very good at what he does.
Should ask Fitz about it. Isn't he often on SNL?
I will do that if he shows up on Saturday.
Yep, make a note.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have, because I think that that World of Hurt thing, he might have refereed for that, and they might have done it for that. Yeah, that's yeah.
And if he hasn't, you could always ask how he thinks he would react.
You're absolutely correct. Kaboom! That's going to be your finish.
Just two.
It's not your finish, and I look like a dummy. But you know what? It's okay, because sometimes it's fun to look like a dummy.
I really get upset when the refs look stupid.
Yeah, there's a lot of selling out the refs that happens sometimes, and I don't like it, but...
Boo.
Hello, Spencer. Okay, I know that you are a very busy man doing very busy man things, but I plugged the tag team match. I didn't show the graphics because I didn't have them because I'm bad at what I do, but don't worry. Everything's under control. Ophelia's here, and she brings all the fans, and I just kind of talk about hamburgers, and we're good.
Smokies tonight.
Yes, and macaroni salad, which I also enjoy.
Ooh.
As you can
That'll
tell
be the
by
new segment. It'll be like, what are we having for dinner tonight?
We could tell by my girlish figure. I'm built like a refrigerator because I spend too much time in them.
I feel that. The bridge of death.
No. Oh, you know what? It's funny because somebody, I don't remember who it was. What was I watching? I was watching something, and I want to say it was the GCW mall show or something. I don't remember what it was, or maybe it was the pre-show for. I meant to screen cap and I didn't. But somebody was talking about like the appetizer. This is the appetizer before the show, and it was somebody like big and important. And I was like, they stole my shit.
My line.
And I meant to screen cap it, but I didn't do it. Now I can't remember what, because I watched so much stuff. I can't remember what it was, but I'm like,
so
they stole my shit
that from you. Absolutely. Well, Anna J.
Anna J with the victory.
And now asking for the mic. Let's see where this goes. Who's she calling out?
Brody King.
Oh. I challenge you, Brody King. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You gotta do the CEO dance.
Calling out the TBS champ.
What is Mercedes wearing tonight? You gotta do the CEO dance, Boris. Come on.
There's a CEO dance?
Oh, of course there is.
No.
It's Mercedes.
I'm out of the loop.
I don't know how many notches they had to put in that belt because she is teeny. It is on the tightest setting too. You can see it. Or that's the CMLL one. That's on her around her waist, right? The purple one.
Well, that's the New Japan Strong.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because she lost the other one. That's right. She's defending that coming up soon, isn't she?
I think they've got something coming up, like a big end of the year show, I want to say.
Oh, no. Called her kiddo. Oh.
Kiddo. We use Ophelia because she always brings the ratings.
I know, putting in the work. And I say
I don't
work
bring the
because
ratings.
it's unpaid work.
Work.
Are you guys going live after Dynamite, Joe? The Holiday Bash.
The Holiday Bash, 2 weeks away. What day would that? Wait, let me look at my
18th.
calendar. 2 weeks away would put us at December 18th. Are they going to do a show on Christmas Day?
No, I would assume that's the
It'll be the
Christmas
best
one.
of 2024 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Skipping out on work, avoiding the grind, Joe. I see you.
Yeah, they really got to start pumping up this stadium show, man. Because
I also hate that they're calling it Y'all In. Y'all In Texas.
they've been moving to smaller venues and the ratings are starting to hurt a little bit. So if they're going to fill this place, they really got to push hard.
Mm-hmm. Packages are already on sale. I didn't notice that.
I think tickets go on sale Monday, the general ones.
I might look. We'll see.
All right. I need to, because I'm an old man, use little Boris's room again, but I will not put you full screen because I know that's in your contract that you're against
That's
that.
right.
So talk about potato skins or your favorite kind of chicken wings or Miss
whatever.
Pac-Man wearing a bow.
The shoot job got in the way. Well, that's boring. But it's nice that Kate's going to be there at least. I know last week Ryan had to wrangle in the Beards as co-hosts. Did you get a chance to watch Dynamite tonight then, Joe? Or are you just getting home now? I hope he notices that when he gets back. Oh my goodness. It's better than normal. He usually just puts the be right back screen up, but now he just leaves me entertaining. Some of the matches have been solid tonight. Nothing like exceptional, but some good stuff.
First of all, diapering up is not a thing Boris does. And second of all, I would like Dust to design a t-shirt that says, "Get the R out," because one R will do just fine. Thank you very much.
I wasn't going to call him in on that as well.
What is C2 season? Is that a reference I don't understand because I'm not cool? And
Continental Classic.
Oh, that's what the cool kids are calling it?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, opening with Shelton Benjamin versus Kyle Fletcher. Last week, too, the opening was it?
It was something, yeah.
Osprey? Fletcher? Oh, Osprey Ricochet. I don't even remember. It was like a whole week ago.
I can't remember this morning.
That's what we're watching, like the recaps of what happened last week, and I was like, was that only last week? Okay.
Life moves pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're coming back from commercial. I assume we're going to get our main event kicked off.
We have Mariah May. We must be having some overrun then.
They've had a bit of an overrun every week that I've been watching. Not like a huge one, but like a little bit.
The real MVP is that dress hanging on for dear life.
See, I wasn't going to mention it because it wouldn't be
But
classy of me, but
poor Renee, like just rolling her eyes, like forced to sit there and listen to this nonsense. She's calling out Mina for shaking tits, and she's sitting there like this. Really?
that's what makes a good heel.
Mm-hmm.
You must have the perception that you are right.
The do as
Even
I
if you're
say,
not.
not as I do mentality.
Exactly. Whoa. Something just happened in the background there.
Mm-hmm. Someone running around. I think that's what I think it was Mina that went through the door and came around the circle.
I believe you're correct.
Make me work? Okay.
All right.
So is that's for Winter is Coming as well, that match?
Next week.
At least we're not doing a Winter is Coming match in a place where it's really, really warm out.
Where was that show happening?
You know what? I don't know.
See, I was wondering too if she was taped in there, but it wasn't classy of me to ask. So thank you, Agent Mo.
Absolutely.
I'm taped into this. I don't want a wardrobe malfunction.
And finally,
see, they need to push this guy to the moon because what a look.
That's where I thought. I was going to say Kansas City, and then I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
Because what a look on Brody King. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting jacket. The jacket might be new, I think. I
think he had that last week as well.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Claudio's such a beast. Oh my goodness.
Now, is he going to come through the crate? Yeah, come through that same entrance that Pat came through.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to go, Joe?
Something's bothering me. Bear with me, please.
Okay.
I had to fix the ridiculously expensive Boris-Tron 5000. I'm sorry.
Oh. Like they're just like, something is bothering me. And I'm like, okay.
Look at Claudio Castagnoli.
His music is just so dramatic too, right?
What's Chris Hero up to these days? They were a hell of a tag team back in the day.
Be a hard-hitting match too.
Now, can he get Big Brody King into the Castagnoli swing?
Oh my God. Do you think that's going to happen?
I think he could pull it off. I think Brody and Darby would be a great tag team at some point. That's some long-term booking, but I think that that could be a lot of fun.
They had the match last week, right? That was...
Yes.
Yeah. So is there a new ROH TV deal, or is that
nothing has been announced yet? Supposedly there's been talk that that's why the title was put on Jericho, is because they wanted like a familiar face, a big name. holding their belt, and there was rumors that it was going to be announced when they were doing TV upfronts or something, but nothing really came of it. So I have no idea. I mean, I watched it religiously when they first started coming up because I've been a big ROH fan for a long time, and I'm brand loyal, or I was anyway. But just it got to be just I was watching out of habit more than I was watching out of enjoyment, so I stopped. And then I started watching TNA. And it was okay for a while, but I found that TNA I was watching more out of habit than out of enjoyment. And that's when I started watching Dynamite and decided to do this stream. So there was rumors something was coming of their TV deal, but nothing announced or nothing is concrete yet. But I'd like to see it happen just because, to me, as like an indie nerd wrestling fan, there's equity in that brand.
I would watch a heck of a lot more of it if I didn't have to pay extra to watch it.
Yeah. Fair.
I would like to see way more Athena on my TV. For sure.
She still has that title, does she not?
Yeah, she does.
I don't think it's been 2 years, but it's been a year and a good chunk anyway. Big senton backsplash from Brody King, hooking the leg.
So Joe's asking if you would let Claudio swing you around. I'm assuming that wasn't directed at me.
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, Saturday. Okay, yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Okada Saturday on Collision. That'd be cool.
I like that they're making it so some of the gold and blue are on both shows versus not seeing any of the bracket because you only watch one of the shows.
I think that's exactly why it's done.
Yeah. Because I know I missed the entire whatever bracket was on Collision last year.
Yeah, I think either Jericho or Danielson would have been a good choice. I could see why they went with Jericho just because for casual wrestling fans, no disrespect intended, but they don't really know Bryan Danielson. They know Daniel Bryan, whereas Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Here we go to picture-in-picture. I'm really wanting a smoky.
I'm telling
Don't
you,
get me wrong.
Float right out of the room like a cartoon. Like just.
I want to see how long Athena has been ROH Women's Champion. So
now, I thought they said the other day that she was the longest reigning champ. Like she actually surpassed Joe and everybody already. They did. That was a great match.
According to the Wikipedia, it is 726 plus. She won the title at Final Battle 2022, December 10th, 2022. So,
and as much as I will complain that she's never on any of the Dynamite shows, whereas the other ROH belts are, people are saying that that's her choice. And I'm like, is it though? Is it?
So if I'm understanding this, then in a week, she'll be 2 years. December 10th, 2022.
How long did you hold the title for, Joe? There's the next question.
I'm on it.
And which title?
All righty. Let me do some.
We'll find out that Joe has held the 24/7 championship ever since it's not been on TV. And that's been a long time. Or a self-proclaimed something championship.
I can't find an actual.
Oh, wow, Joe. Wow. Just wow.
If you have to ask that, then you don't need to know. Boom, roasted.
I know, right? But it's coming from Joe, so like that's like honey roasted, right? Because he's not actually mean.
Oh, honey roasted.
Mhm.
All right, we're
That's when
back
you
from
try to be mean,
commercial.
but you're not really mean.
I'm honey roasted Boris. Full size Snickers. Hold the R.
You need one of those shirts with it all listed, like everything. Like
I've thought about merchandise, but I don't know if anybody would actually buy any of my merchandise. Like as soon as I saw Aubrey Edwards has a T-shirt on AEW shop, I'm like, I wonder. But
I told
don't
you
have...
last year, I even gave you the idea, and you still have not done it.
Which idea was that?
Was that you had to do the Hershey bar, but instead of spelling out Hershey, it was Boris because you're the audible chocolate.
Yes, and like printing out, and that would be like a relatively inexpensive thing to do because like I don't have a lot of indisposable cash because merch you have to make a big investment, you know,
But
to
do
get
a
it all
pre-order
done.
for it.
What's that?
Do a pre-order for it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad look for a commentator to make merch. Like I don't know if that's like overstepping on a place where you shouldn't be, but I don't know.
I don't
worry
see
about
why
stuff like
it
that.
would be. Like for me, you get so much like hype and your name's mentioned so many times during the show. Why not? You have
If
a
Spencer
nickname.
remembers.
Yes, also that.
He forgot till intermission last show, but at the beginning of the second half of the show, I got a really nice. I got a nice chant, and it gave me the warm fuzzies. It does. Like I said, I appreciate the praise because I have a lot of self-esteem that is not there. So when people tell me I'm good, I'm like, oh my God, thank you.
So if people are bringing signs celebrating you to the show, why do you think we wouldn't buy merchandise?
I don't know. It's hard to explain if you're not inside my brain. Oh,
I
big
don't want to be
clothesline.
inside your brain.
No, I don't want to be inside my brain either, to be perfectly honest. So I understand where you're coming from.
Honey roasted is better than freshly squeezed. I mean, sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of promoting myself, I'm not sure when it's going to air, but Tom Talks Rubbish from the UK, he and I are going to sit down and he's going to interview me on Saturday. I don't know when it's going to be, when it's going to appear in the world, but that's going to be recorded on Saturday, and I'm super excited about that because I love talking about me. But yeah, I was approached by him, and that'll be a lot of fun.
I like him. He's a good guy.
I've been told a lot of good things, so I'm looking forward to it. We had a bit of a struggle figuring out time zones and things. Are you available on Wednesday at 11 in the morning? I'm like, no.
No, that's 4 a.m. for us.
No, at Wednesday at 11 in the morning, my time.
Oh,
our time. I'm at the I'm at the job that pays the bills.
And that's even harder because he's 7 hours ahead of us. So yeah. That's why sometimes when he shows up on, like Beards or something, even in the chat, I'm like, dude, it's like 1 a.m. Why are you not asleep?
It's dedication.
Mm-hmm. So are we going to get the swing? I want to know if we're getting the swing.
I think we're going to get an attempted swing at least.
Is Brody bleeding now too? Oh my goodness.
From the bridge of the nose, yep.
Yeah.
Mark Briscoe and Okada. So that is on Rampage. I'm not crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, let's not go that far.
Should be a lot of fun too. Maybe I got to start watching all this nonsense.
Garcia versus Briscoe.
I keep telling the lady, I'm like, I have to quit my job. There's too much wrestling to watch.
Yeah, and she's like, is wrestling paying the bills? And you're like, no. And then she's like, so no.
No, she's not as salty, but she makes good points.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Okada will be good too. Yeah.
So I'll give Joe, a little shout out here. He does cereal reviews, which are pretty fun to read.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, breakfast cereals. Yeah. I don't know what the most recent one.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know one, Claudio. That's a good question. I'd have to look into that. Like,
or has anybody attempted
cereal? You're talking about?
Yeah, breakfast cereal. Yeah,
that's awesome because there's a lot of new cinnamon toast crunches out there that I don't know about. That,
and especially him being in the States, they ate a lot of things that we don't get, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. All the more reasons to sell merch. There you go, Boris.
Make that bag, as the kids like to say.
Yes. The youth.
I don't know. Maybe one day, if I've got a few extra bucks, that I can and do a little investment because I don't know. I just. It sounds dumb, but it's the way my brain works. I don't want like the talent.
So what you do?
Being like, why is this shithead?
You get one made at one of those custom booths in the mall. And you wear it around at the show, and the people are like, "Oh my god, that's great! Where did you get it?" And you're like, "I'm thinking about doing this." And you play
also
the game
fair.
and
or
see if anybody's interested.
To make me one, yeah.
Yeah.
Brody charging the ropes.
Test market.
Stuck in the clothesline.
Or then you get Spencer and Zach to make you one for Christmas, and that's your Christmas gift.
See, what I also thought about doing, and I think I've talked about this before too, is the caramel bar, correct? Mm-hmm. It has the gold foil, but it has that paper cover on it, but you can slip that paper cover off. I was thinking about going to Staples and designing a little Big Bad Boris Audible chocolate label that I could cut out and stick on caramel bars and sell those for $5 at a show. It'd be kind of fun. I thought about doing that too.
So you were talking about doing something for charity, were you not?
Yes, fair. Very true. You're going to make money off my likeness?
I am. This is now my thing.
I want you to be aware before you decide to make money off my likeness. This is the likeness. There's not a lot of money to be made off this likeness.
No, I'm gonna take the chocolate bar thing that I went with originally that I gave you free.
Oh, was that your idea?
Yes.
Oh, I am so sorry. I apologize. I don't remember. I wasn't sure if I came up with that. I apologize.
No, the chocolate bar wrappers, that's you. But the T-shirt that was like
Hershey's, the T-shirt was you. Yeah.
It said Audible chocolate. That was me. Also, let's just brand potato skins with you while we're at it.
Well, that's not. Yeah. Does big clothesline? Does the Rec Room sell potato skins? Maybe they could.
Don't, and I think that's very disappointing.
That's too bad. I
think they need a special menu item just for you. Oh goodness, what is happening? Yikes!
The low blow into the neutralizer or whatever it's called now.
That's
and I believe Claudio's going to get the win. We don't get the swing.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Fans are sad. I love the word
6
kerfuffle.
points now.
Solid work on kerfuffle. I appreciate that.
That's it. That's going to be our claim to fame, Boris, just fighting over merchandising rights.
Yep.
Ophelia is no longer welcome on the watch-along because she's trying to steal my money.
I'll give you 10%. What's 10% of nothing? Oh, we get Claudio and Will Ospreay next week.
Mm-hmm.
Jay White and Orange Cassidy against Pac and John Mongo. Oh, yeah, next week's going to be a good show.
C2 season. All good ones.
All right. So that brings us to the conclusion of the AEW Dynamite broadcast. A quick reminder, you will see me again Saturday night on Saturday Night Love over on the twitch.tv/LoveWrestlingCA. My guest will be the Wizard King Orin Vite. We're going to watch one of his first matches, and I got a little bit of a game plan and some fun stuff, so definitely check that out. Ophelia, thank you so much for bringing people in to watch this and hanging out and watching Dynamite with me. It is always super fun. This is where you say, "Oh, it was my pleasure. It was so good. Thanks, Boris. You're great."
I was waiting to see if you were going to take a breath. So.
Listen, I'm a professional commentator. I could go for hours without taking a breath.
Fair. No, I love this. This is what, week four? Week 4, I think I've been here in a row. I'm going to start asking for co-hosting credits.
You know what? You could have it. You're bringing in the ratings. This is all about you. It's not about me. It should be the AEW Dynamite Watch-Along with Ophelia Payne and some fat guy.
With Ophelia Payne, and Boris will be joining me this week.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, check us out on Saturday for SNL. Ophelia, thank you again very much.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm going to go eat a Smoky.
Sounds good.
Or 2 or 3. So, yeah, thanks. Peace out, guys. Talk to you guys next week. Good evening. Good evening. It's time for AEW Watch-Along with Boris.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.